Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Tried a little bit different layout here, but here we are. And we have two versions of Angelina Jordan's original song, Million Miles. And she wrote the song specifically because of the passing of her grandfather. And I think it's fair to say that Angelina, like a lot of good songwriters, they pour themselves out in song. Maybe in a way it's cathartic, therapeutic, whatever you want to call it. And, to get it out so you're not holding it in. I was one that held it in my whole life, thinking that was the right way to do things, and maybe it was for me at certain parts of my life. But since I've met Angelina, well, that's no longer top priority. So, yeah, this one makes me cry pretty much every time because everybody's suffered loss. And the message is good and it's clear, and I believe it, that our people are never gone. My mother's picture, you've heard me say a lot of times, hanging on my living room wall right where I sit every day. In preparation to going to work or when I come home or just want to relax. I sit there and my mother's head is right almost above my head, looking down at me. And, you'd be surprised how many times at 69 years old, and she's been gone since 2018, so that's what, 6 years? Almost. You'd be surprised how many times that her and I have an interaction or a conversation. The thing is, if you know somebody well enough, you pretty much know what they're going to say anyway. I guess you just ask them to get vocal confirmation as such. But, and of course with your mother like that, that's somebody that's so close that she basically taught me how to do pretty much everything by her example. And, what do I got to ask? If I want to just act like I'm stupid, I can just go ahead and ask, right? But I already know. I already know the answer. It's like when you're doing something that's bad, you know it's bad. You know it's bad, okay? You may be hoping you don't get caught. Well, that's a different thing. But it doesn't mean that it's all of a sudden it's good because you didn't get caught, right? It's still bad. You just didn't get caught, and that's, I guess, good for you at the moment. Those kind of things tend to run full circle, though, sometimes. So anyway, let us move on, and we will watch this lyric video first.
When I was a child, I walked the streets, they see me growing up, knew you were all I need. Had seen in myself through all the years, it's like it's in my tears. I think what is giving me the smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold my hand. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone to fight. I'll never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart, it's pulling my heart like an empty bubble to be thrown out. I can't make it stop, but I know in my heart, I know that I'm never alone. I know that I'm never alone. I know that I'm never alone, never alone, never alone. No. You said I'm watching you from the moon. I'm everywhere, see everything you do. I can't see you, but I know you're here. It's like you're in my tears. I think what is giving me the smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold my hand. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone to fight. I'll never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart, it's pulling my heart
Okay, so yeah, it made me cry because the message is so simple and so profound, like a lot of Angelina's lyrics. I don't know if it's because of her age, but at her age, simple would be expected, I suppose, to a certain degree. But profound, that's a whole different ballgame. Now, I believe in this message. I do. I mean, I already told you the story about my mother, but it's like, you know, I had my recent health scares when I was getting operated on. Once they put you under, I might not be back. And I have some beliefs, and I sort of, you know, I mean, I'm not a rah-rah, I don't go out and preach them to anybody, but I have my beliefs, and I kind of stuck with them, I guess. I didn't really see any reason to change. That makes my Christian friends very unhappy because it's not really a Christian type belief, but it's not a Christian type belief. It's just more of a scientific approach, if you will. So, you know, I mean, if I was going to have second thoughts, that would have been the time. You know, I was actually laughing to myself on the table a little bit that, you know, maybe I should do this just in case, you know, because my beliefs don't have any restrictions or qualifications to go where you're going to go. You're just going to go there, okay? So, I don't know how I even got in that topic, but yeah, it makes me just emotional because I know it's true. I know it's real. I believe it. Everything she says there is right on point as far as I'm concerned, and it can fit many religions, actually, the concepts that she's singing about. I don't think you have to believe that when your loved ones go away, they go away permanently. They're never coming back. They never went anywhere, is what it really is. You know, they're just not here physically, in the physical realm, but they're here with us. Everything that they ever said to us, did with us, talked to us about, showed us, taught us, led by example, whatever it might be, whatever they did when they were here, we keep them alive by remembering it, talking about it, smiling, laughing, whatever the case might be, crying sometimes. You know, that's how you keep. They're here. I mean, it's an instant recall thing, right? Unless you eventually get old and you can't remember anything, but you know, a lot of times you can't. There's some things you don't forget all the way right to the end, and you know, some of those kind of things are probably the things you don't forget. Anyway, let's move on to the next one here.
When I was a child, I walked the streets. They see me growing up. Knew you were all I need. Had seen in myself through all the years. It's like it's in my tears. I think what it's given me, the smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold my hand. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone to fight. I've never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart. It's pulling my heart like an empty bubble to be thrown out. I can't make it stop, but I know in my heart, I know that I'm never alone. I know that I'm never alone. I know that I'm never alone, never alone, never alone. No. You said I'm watching you from the moon. I'm everywhere, see everything you do. I can't see you, but I know you're here. It's like you're in my tears. I think what it's given me, the smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold my hand. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone to fight. I've never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart. It's pulling my heart like an empty bubble to be thrown. I can't
You know what it is? I think, or I believe, or both, or maybe neither, is we're basically all one. We're all the same. We're all made out of the same stuff. Not exactly the same stuff, but pretty close. We're all made out of atoms, right? Atoms bond together with electrons in various ways and forms, and become substances that you'll find in our bodies. Okay? So, we're all made from the same stuff. Most scientists, I guess, typically you get kind of agree that even when we go back to the Big Bang Theory, that the atoms that were created at the Big Bang Theory are still here. And they're, you know, wherever atoms hang out, or they're in something, a part of something, as a substance or a material or a gas or whatever the case might be, right? So, or water, I don't know, space dust. It could be a lot of things, right? So we're all made of the same stuff, essentially. It's not exactly the same stuff. We're all unique, totally unique. So when somebody passes away, they're still here with us. Their atoms will slowly over time re-enter the ecosphere, or if you will, or do whatever they do. I don't know where, if they travel in some way, or what the deal is, but I think most of the ones that are here kind of stay around here. Then they get recycled and reused in a different way. That's how I explain deja vu. It's an actual real feeling that we get from something we did before, and sometimes you can even see it. I don't know if you ever had that experience or not. Actually, it's usually something that you see that prompts a deja vu experience. A place or a building or some other kind of a thing that you've never seen before, ever. You've never even been to this city, this place, whatever. And yet, there's this eerie feeling that I've been here before, right? Deja vu. And how could that be something that's possible? Is it that you're looking at something that's very similar to somewhere you've been before, but it's not the exact same place? I'll tell you what, if you ever get that feeling really strong, you know you've been there before. You don't know how, you don't know when, you don't know any of that stuff. All you know is you've been there before. So let us move on. I'll quit talking this spooky stuff. And but what I will say is thank you, Angelina, for this song. Thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for your wisdom. And thank you for your hopefulness in that when someone passes, they're really not gone. They're still here with us. And I believe that's absolutely true. Okay? But it can give comfort to know that they're still here. Not in the same form they were before, but they're still here. And of course, the memories you have of them are what keeps them alive. So let us move along. It's a beautiful song. It's a very, very profound song. And while losing someone is sad in a lot of ways, they're really not gone. Not really. So that's that. I'll quit belaboring the point. I'll get out of here. Guys, thank you very much for watching and listening. And I hope if any of you have experienced loss any time in the recent past, that, if this song, when you really think about it, I think it kind of really does provide a little comfort for those that are suffering. And many people think Angelina's voice is a healing, has healing qualities. And maybe this is another example of that. So let us move on.